Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa from Artsy Nessa, and today I am going to show you some little pockets that I'm going to be making with this Forever in Time vellum print stack pack with foil. It's paper, like vellum paper that I got at a store called Dollar Max here in Montreal. It's actually really pretty paper. I had been looking for some vellum paper for quite a while and couldn't find any. And I only wanted the white one, and I was super happy when I found this one with designs on it. I do have to say it's a bit funny because so it's usually stuck here on the side, so when you look through it, you think that it's got the foil on the entire pack, on the entire sheet. But once you actually open the pack, there is half of it has foil and the other half does not. So as you can see, half of the sheet has regular butterflies, and at the bottom it has the foiled butterflies. So some of the sheets you can really see the cut in the middle, so it's a bit funny, but still very beautiful paper. And for what I wanted to use it for, I will show you how I use it, and we'll take it from there. So I got these two packs. I think there was other ones, but to be honest, I don't remember. And I think they were $2 something. Again, it's been a while that I bought them. I don't remember how much I paid them, but I got to using them today. So I have this We Are Memory Keepers pocket punch board. And I had bought this, and when I bought this probably I'm gonna say before Christmas. I don't remember, but I bought this, and I used it at the beginning when I first got it, and then I kind of stopped using it. And to be honest, I needed to look at YouTube again to remember how to use it. So I already made one little one. I didn't glue it together, but this is basically what the pocket ends up looking like, and it's super cute with the vellum. I love them. And so I'll show you my process. So these sheets are actually 5.8 inches by 8.2, and all of the We Are Memory Keepers punch boards come with these charts, and it tells you this, well, it tells you the pocket size. So if you already know what size pocket you need, you would look in this column and it would tell you what paper size you would need. So for a 1.75 inch by 1.75 inch pocket, you need a 4 by 2.75 paper. If you want it, this is with a flap and this is without a flap. I like mine with the flaps, sorry, because I like to have something that it seals the envelope. It's kind of like a little envelope, you know. So I like it with the flap, but you can also make it without the flap. As you can see here, there's 3 different models. You can make one without the flap and a little notch, with a flap and no notch, and with a flap with a notch. So I don't really feel that I need a notch, but you can add a notch here once it's glued together. Anyways, but my method is usually to check the size of the paper and then create the envelope to whatever size it ends up being. So this paper is 5 by 8 by 8.2, and there was no really that size of paper here. So I ended up having to cut these to 7 by 5.5 inches to be able to make a pocket for a whole sheet. So that was this sheet here, and I found that this was the only sheet that didn't look awkward with the because it's just the bottom that has some gold, because all the other ones you can really tell where the line is. So this sheet, I cut it to 7 by 5.5 inches. So, but I didn't finish. So I'm going to show you this one later. So this sheet is half, this is half, one sheet cut in half. And to be able to make this pocket, this sheet has to be, I'm sorry, I can't remember. Let me see here, I have it marked on my cutting board. It's because I didn't cut this one. So I believe it's 4, yeah, I have to cut it to 4 by 5 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 5 by 4. So I need it to be 5 by 4 to make this envelope here. And 5 by 4 paper will make a 2.25 by 3 inch envelope, which is this one, this size here. And so basically I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna make sure that it's 4 by 5. I really upset that this one doesn't have a notch where the 4 should be. So I kind of measured it with a ruler and I made myself a little notch of where the 4-inch mark would be. So cut that off. And I'm gonna bring it to the 5 mark. And I'm gonna cut this off. And so now my sheet is 4 by 5 or 5 by 4. Okay. So how to use this is that you always take the longest length, and I usually use a piece of washi to remind me that this is the longest part. You don't need to use a washi, but it helps me. So this part, actually, sorry, I'm gonna start over. So once you find the paper size 5 by 4, it tells you here guide label. So we have these little guys here. And on the board, it tells you some numbers, 1, 2, and 3. And on this side, it says A, B, C, D, E, and F. And to make the pocket that I want to make at the 5.4 mark of the paper, I would have to put one of my little prongs here on the B, the letter B, and this one on the number 1. And there's a little arrow. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but that arrow has to be pointing down for here and to the right for this one. And these things fold up. One of them folds up. Well, they both fold up. So this is what it looks like. Then you open this up, and this is where you would do your scoring lines. So with the vellum paper, I do need to tell you, you need to be pretty careful when you do the scoring lines, because it could break your paper because it is quite delicate. So you take the longest side and you put it up against this one, and you put it up against this one on the shorter side, and you will pull down your hinge here or whatnot. And here you have this tool that has the blade, and it has this little circle prong here, and this circle will go into this lip, which will guide it to where it has to cut, and the blade will just cut. So I'll do that to show you, and you're going to do your first cut, and it's super easy, no pressure needed, it just cuts it nicely. And then I'll put that back. And I'm keeping these little pieces that maybe I can use them in embellishments. This piece is going in the garbage. I'm not going to be over exaggerating, but because it is pretty paper, these kind of little pieces I think that I should keep. And then the thing that I couldn't remember that I had to remind myself in YouTube is that you're going to turn it over. So upside down, so my washi tape is on the other end, but still the longest side up on the top and the shorter side on the side. I'll bring down my thing again, my hinge, put my knife in, and I'll cut. And that's that for this side. And then we want to do this side. And this is only needed if you're going to make it with a flap. If you don't want a flap, that would be the end of it, and you would do your score lines and you would fold it together and make your notch. But I like my little pocket. So so again, we need to always remember that the longest side, that's why I put my tapes, has to go on the top. So now I'm not flipping it over, I'm turning it. I already cut this end, I need to cut these ends. So again, I put the longest side to the top and to the side, and I bring this down. And I do my cut. And then again, now I'm going to flip it upside down so my washi tape is facing downwards. But my washi tape is my reference that this is my longer side. So I put it down again, the hinge, and I'll cut again. Okay, and you can score as you're going along. I just do it at the end because, you know what, I don't have a reason. I just forget to do it, and then I do it at the end. And I always keep my little washi tapes there. So I like to do the score lines on the back of the paper because that's easier. So I'll take my scoring knife, and the table or the punch board already has where I have to score the lines. So you can bring it through here. Again, you need to be a little gentle with the vellum paper. And oops, moved. Sorry guys, also the vellum paper is a little bit slippery, so to be more accurate, you do need to hold it quite firmly. And you just do your score lines, and then you turn it over and you do the same thing. I should have kept my stickers. You see, I already forget which one was the long side, but anyways. So I turn it backwards to do the score lines because I want the pretty side to have the outside, right? I want it to be the outside. So yeah, it's just, I need some glue. It won't be long. Okay, so I got my glue tape. So basically then what you do is you fold these over, and you're going to use your scoring tool to just fold them over. I think I broke this one. No, okay. And then you fold the side ones. And there you have it, your little pocket. One of the lips. So one of the lips, the one that's going to be at the bottom, I'm going to leave it tucked inside, and I'm going to put Scotch tape along the top here, or double-sided tape, sorry, and a little bit on the sides. And I'm just going to fold it over. Okay, so I put too much tape here, but that's okay. I'll erase it after with the, and I need to put some Scotch tape here. I forgot. Double-sided tape. And there you have it. Here's your little pocket. And I just think they're super cute with this vellum paper. And if you need to give the little die cuts or anything, little embellishments or anything that can get lost in a pocket letter or to a friend mail or whatnot, can be put in these little cute little vellum pockets. I'm really, really happy with the paper that I found. So the same thing was done with this paper for the for a bigger size. Again, this size is 7 by 5.5, and I already cut out the notches that needed to be cut out, sorry. And I'm just gonna do the Why isn't this coming out? I'm sorry. Oh, because, okay, so to do the bigger one, ladies, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not even here today. So to do the bigger size, the 7 by 5.5, I had to put my one prong on the letter D and the other prong on the letter 2, on the number 2. So that's why it wasn't adding up here. So again, always a longer side to here, and then I wanted this to be the back. So we're gonna do this like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and score. I'm gonna score a little bit deeper with this one. Always being gentle, making sure I'm not breaking it. But I just felt like that last one that I did, I couldn't even see where the score mark was. So, and another one here. And I'm gonna turn it over and do the same thing again. Okay. So again, we're gonna fold these down. It's kind of raining. It's not raining today yet, but it's so gloomy outside. I had to open my kitchen. Well, I'm doing this in the kitchen. So this one I seem to have not put it up against the prongs that great, or something happened. It's a little lopsided. So I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. I don't know what happened. So I guess that's why you should probably score while you're doing the cuts, because you'll be more accurate. As you can see, I kind of lopsided, but that's okay. It's still cute. So it does make a bigger envelope, even though this one is all lopsided. Let's see if I can fix it. That's super strange. Sorry, ladies. You know, I keep saying ladies, but I'm sure there's men out there that craft too. I guess I'm stereotypical. I don't know what I did, why it looks a little bit lopsided. Anyways, it's still pretty. There's like a little birds on this paper. I kind of cut them out. I'm not really happy with that, but I didn't think about it when I was doing it. I just felt like this pattern didn't look too strange with the little cutoff with the where they had put the sparkles or the foil. So anyways, so again, we're gonna put the Scotch tape. This time I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna put it on this side and here, and just on this side here. And I'm gonna close it here, and I'm gonna close it here, and just like that. And so we got one bigger pocket. I think the rest of them will be all about this size, because like I said, the foil makes it look funny. You really get a cutoff where there's the two different foil and non-foil. So I think they're all going to be small, and I think I'm going to use both packages to make those little envelopes. I really like them, and I think, like I said, they're really good to put embellishments and so forth for my friend mail or pocket letters. So basically that's the video I wanted to show you. If you have any questions or anything at all, you write them in the comments, and I'll be I'm more than happy to answer or see if I can answer you. Again, thank you so much for showing up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like the video if you liked it. And of course, hit that little bell if you want to be reminded of when I'm going to have a video out. It will tell you. Thank you so much for coming and have a great day.